Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome back to host-tune-perform.com. So till now we have covered few topics, and the latest topic was like understanding view result tree. So this was the last script which we have. Let's go ahead and understand, like do some modification with the script. Just be with me. Like if you see over here, there's a recording controller and we recorded these 3 requests. I'm just cutting all this down over here and pasting them to thread group directly, and I'm deleting this recording controller, and I am renaming this thread group as register user. So this is our scenario 1. We can say is as test case 00001, which is register user. And this register user has 3 parts. One is like you're going to the home page, then you're going to the sign up page, and then you're going to the register page. So let us go ahead and again change them. So this is request 1. So it is very important for you to set up these like transactions. I'm really sorry, this is to be home page and you say it as 1. Go over here and change it to be step 1. Go to home page. Step 2, go to sign up page. So we should have like given the good names while like recording it, but as we were not able to do it at that time, we can do it later over here. So I'm just changing up the names of this transaction controller. What is a transaction controller? We will discuss this later. For now, register user. Step 3, register user. So if you see over here, we have a test case which is test case 00 test scenario. Let's take the name as scenario. Test scenario 001, in which we are registering the user. So it has 3 steps. One is we are moving to the home page, then we are going to the sign up page, and then we are registering the user. Although these first two steps are not important, and we can directly hit the API with this user, but this is not a recommended way, because when you like there is a requirement in performance testing and you need to learn this word, and what that word is: production like scenario. You need to make sure that your script represents the production like scenario. And in production, and like in real scenario, when a person will go ahead and like create a user, he will not go directly to the registration page, and he will not be able to hit the registration API directly. Now here you have the feasibility to use the API. It does not mean that you use it directly. You need to make sure that the system is production like. So we will make sure that the production system is production like and understand the various components such as uniform, random, timer, etc. later in this stage. Today our topic is to understand like how we will debug it. So let's go ahead. We have already created it, you can see. Let's go ahead and run it. So I'm just clicking over here. Everything is 1. We will discuss about these things also later. To run it, you need to go and click on start the test, and you see that the result is there right in front of you without any delay. So what exactly was happening? There is a uniform random timer. This was making the test wait. So we will discuss about it later. So now you go and see the register user response. And you saw the response body converted into download resources. So you again see it says your username is taken and request is this, and if you go to response and response header, it says HTTP OK. So one thing which is like important to understand over here is that there might be a scenario that you give a request and you are expecting a response. As a tester, it is important for you to understand the importance of the response. So here when you say that you gave a request and the response is this, the username is is taken, it means, and still like the server is giving you code 200, which means it says that the request was okay. Why it is happening? It is happening because the server does not know what exactly you wanted to do. So you gave a request and it is capable of serving that request, and it served that request, and it said that I have already served the request, so this is okay. The request was okay and I have given the response, so everything is okay. But you need to go ahead and check if the response which you are getting is correct. So you see over here that the response which you are getting is incorrect. Your intention was to create a user, but still you are not able to create a user. It says that username is taken. So how will you define that the response which you are getting is correct? This is where it comes into play, assertions. So you go to add and see assertions. So these are different kind of assertion. Assertion means a mechanism to check the response, to validate the response. Like in Selenium, you also have assertions. We have assertions everywhere. Like most of you should be aware of it. So in JMeter also we have assertions. So we have different kind of assertions. Today we will go ahead and use response assertion. Okay, so I'm just putting up a response assertion over here in this request. When I go ahead and put something in this request, it just comes under it. So anything which comes under it is a request part of this. We will again talk about the how this test plan works, like, and what is the flow of all of these things, like first what runs first, second what runs. Now today, like, let us first understand the importance of assertion. So in assertion we say that the response code is 200. That does not matter to us. So we say that the response text response, or like you can select the different parts of the HTTP response. Like you can select response message, you can select response header, as in like what it is required. Now I will just go ahead and see over here and say sign up and say have a 3, again test 1 2 3, click on continue, save. So if you see over here, whenever a request, like whenever a user is created, a family comes and which says that thank you test user 3 for registering and welcome to WebTour family. So I will say something like this over here and speak up and say that the text response should have this. So for registering and welcome to WebTour family, it means that the registration has happened. Now again I will go ahead and save it and I will run it. I run it again and you see that there is a failure. And what is the failure? You can just click here and see that the response session has failed, which says that expected to contain for getting register and welcome to the WebTour family. But as this was not getting this, so it failed. So when you are running 100 users, you come to know. So this is the importance of assertions. The assertions should be right, and you should take time while developing your scripts to put up assertion for any scenario. Because if you do not put up right assertion to the scenario, you will not be able to find the right response which you expect from the server. Now I will go ahead and do some more changes. I will just change this to test user 4. This is again hard coded. We can like attach it with a Excel file which we call as parameterization. We will discuss this also in later chapters. Now I have hard coded it to test user 4, saving it and running it again. So it ran. Again I am going to results, and if now you see it is passed. It says this is passed. Why it is passed? It is passed because you say that thank you test user 4 for registering and welcome to the WebTour family, because the assertion was satisfied. So that's why it was, and this was what our intention was.